Hey, this is Sully for Antisocial News, and today is Tuesday, December the 5th, 2017, and this is the Body Count Report. I'm going to be taking you around the world, showing you life or death situations, stories where people are fighting for or losing their lives, and I'm going to start with a fairly uplifting story because I don't like all soul-crushing news all the time. Sometimes I like to have a nice story, and when I want nice stories, and I want to see people working together for the good of all mankind, I go to awoko.org, Sierra Leone's top news outlet. Awoko.org is not paying me for this. I just very much like Alpha, Whiskey, Oscar, Kilo, Oscar, Dot, Oscar, Romeo, Golf. So type that into your browser and see a nice news website. Also, the youth are calling for safe elections, and Mazel Tov. Good for them. This is very important. Safe, secure democracy. Life or death situation for the entire world. We are going to now look to a less safe, less secure situation from Vanguard Nigeria reporting. The government must find permanent solution to the farmers and herders crisis. And another headline to read here, connected in the Body Count Report, Plateau Speaker assures on open grazing ban, youth's president bill. If you don't know what this is about, I understand. You might read that and be like, Plateau Speaker assures on open grazing ban as youth's present bill? That doesn't sound like a life or death story. That sounds like a Department of Agriculture of Nigeria. It's life or death. It's pretty fucked up, to be honest. So if you haven't watched every single Body Count Report, I don't blame you for not understanding this. But yeah, the herdsmen are actually just terrorists. So they go into a town and just massacre everybody in the mosque. It's ridiculous. It's not civilized. It's not something that should happen in the world in 2017. So we're going to move on. You look at the story. I'm going to put a link to the previous Body Count Report when I covered this original story with a horrific link that Johnson, our man on the ground there in Nigeria, dropped on me. So check that link out. Check this story out. I am sorry. It's pretty disgusting. Over 100 people have been killed in this conflict in Nigeria between farmers and herdsmen. They're just terrorists. I don't know why they keep calling them herdsmen. Anyway, we're going to move on because that's a soul crusher. This one is people seeking justice, which is cool. Tripura scribes meet president over journalist murder. So, a free press is vital for the safety of society, just like this Sierra Leone story is about free elections. Sierra Leone APPYA calls for a peaceful 2018 elections. And I forgot to read this. All political parties youth association. Why that's really important is Sierra Leone shows unity in its country. That's good. It's a very good, very important thing. Something Nigeria needs to do, which it does not. And this situation, another thing that is vital for a society to function and people to be safe is a free press and a press that can work free of threat of murder, which is what they're dealing with there, especially in this particular story. So we are going to keep an eye on this. Hopefully these people get justice. Moving on. Manila Times. Love you, the Philippines. Love you, Manila Times. Great newspaper. Once again, not being paid. I just really love this newspaper, and I love the way they lay out stories. It's like a movie in your mind every time you read a Manila Times story, especially in the regions section. Go you forth unto manilatimes.net and click upon the regions section. Thus spake Sully. All right, KFR gang leader killed during a 50,000 peso ransom trade in Valenzuela. Okay. Check this out, but that's awesome. KFR stands for kidnapping for ransom. Absolute scumbags. And reading this story, I was like, man, you know what? I always thought that, like, if I got kidnapped, I would be, like, really defiant and, like, be a total dick to my captors. And then I read this story and I was like, holy crap. I think if I got kidnapped, and I don't think I should be a dick to my captors. I should act like, whoa, guys, they're gonna, like, pay a lot of money for me. They're gonna pay a lot of money for me. But I'll actually have I'll have an arrangement made already with the anti-kidnapping group of whatever country I'm in. Say I'm in the Philippines. I'll have an arrangement already made with the anti-kidnapping group to, like, sting wherever I'm getting freed. Have a tracking device or whatever. And, my life, no, don't worry. I want as many kidnappers to die with. Honestly, if you kidnapped me right now and you tried to get a ransom out of me, like, A, I'm worth nothing. But B, if I was, I would do everything I could to get you killed. With my life, like, mahdur al-dam. I may be killed with impunity. My life doesn't matter. I want people who think it's okay to kill others for money or kidnap others for money. I want as many of those people to die. So yeah, my safety is not important whatsoever. I want kidnappers to die. I think this is awesome. So this is a great story. One of those plus sign stories. One of those good stories that's in there. So everybody, think about that. If you ever get kidnapped, remember, take as many of them out with you as you can. Good job. Good job, the Philippines. I love those awesome stories where the bad guys eat it and, like, eat it hard. Okay. Really? Really? I can't read that. I could try, but it would be embarrassing. Okay, so this is a really... I forgot to give you the trigger warning. I forgot to give you the trigger warning and tell you soul-crushing. Trigger, soul-crushing. This is a soul-crushing story. This is so sad. This is a very sad story. Electroshock kills 5 when placing a Christmas tree. These guys are setting up a Christmas tree and they electrocute themselves. There are pictures in this story. It's mostly of people being sad, but there's also pictures of just a Christmas tree being set up in a town square and down in a pit, and then a bunch of guys, like, around the base of it lying down. So I think it's pictures of dead bodies. So I'm not going to scroll down in this story because I don't want to show pictures of dead bodies on my YouTube. But holy crap. This is a soul-crushing story. It's so sad. It is, and it's holiday themed. So, sorry. Okay. Are we ready for something that's not soul-crushing? That is instead maybe exciting? Let me ask. Title card. Title card? Do you want something exciting? I think title card wants something exciting. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We want something exciting. Israel. Israel. Hi. Sorry, I'm singing over the background music. Okay, so Israel. Let me just read you the headlines here. I'm just gonna read you the headlines. We're gonna go through the headlines right here. I'm gonna keep my giant Israeli flag, even bigger than the one that's already on the wall. I'm gonna keep that up behind me. Breaking news. This is Ynet News reporting. U.S. State Department mum on Trump's talks with world leaders on embassy. Now, this is such a cool. The Trump State Department, the Trump administration is not good at keeping secrets, and it actually had us all going like, is he? He might not. Is he gonna say that Jerusalem is the capital of Israel? Yes, he is. That is according to what we know so far. So it's anyway. We were all being like, oh, is he? So he's supposed to announce it tomorrow. So here we go. Despite Arab leaders' warning, now this is Jerusalem Post reporting this. Despite Arab leaders' warning, Trump intends to announce Jerusalem embassy move. So this is Jerusalem Post, a little more like, whoa, this is dangerous. This is sketchy. New York Times. New York Times is reporting on this is U.S. to recognize Jerusalem as Israel's capital, Trump says, alarming Middle East leaders. And then I think my favorite is Times of Israel. Israel braces for violent protests over Trump Jerusalem announcement. So there we go. That's what you have going on with the situation in Israel. Basically, we're thinking that there might be a lot of violence because of this announcement. Why? Well. Sorry, I keep bumping the desk, and it moves my entire camera. I'm bouncing around. I apologize. All right. Well, where to start? I have brought up the BDS movement quite a few times on the Body Count Report. These are assholes. These are world-renowned history, like king assholes. And they hate Israel. They hate Jews. And part of it is because of the Palestinian people and the Palestinian territories, which they validate and they lobby for further and continued validation. Which I'm okay with groups being recognized, but when their recognition validates violence against a people, it becomes problematic. And I hate to use that term, but yeah. Basically, what we're seeing is violence done in the name of the Palestinian movement, horrific violence on civilians, and it being treated as legitimate political speech. So, this movement to move the United States Embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem is basically a giant middle finger to the people who say that Jews have no right to be in the land we know of as Israel, or Judea, or Philistia, or Palestine, or Canaan. Okay? There are people who say that, but guess what? Jews have a right to be there. They have existed there in some form or another for about 3,500 years. And we are officially acknowledging that as a country by moving our embassy from Tel Aviv to Jerusalem. Jerusalem, if I forget you, may my right hand forget what it's supposed to do. That was a little Matisyahu for you there. My video is gonna get flagged. Oh, copyright infringement. You did a Matisyahu song perfectly, by the way. Perfectly. My Matisyahu is perfect. All right, that is it. We're going to be keeping an eye on this. There is likely to be protests. And by protests, I mean riots over this situation. So we are going to be keeping a close eye on it. And then again, maybe, just maybe, Trump will pull a fast one on us and be like, well, due to security concerns for our embassy personnel, we've decided to keep our embassy in Tel Aviv. Okay, bye. Maybe that'll happen. Maybe that'll happen tomorrow. Who knows? We'll find out. Pretty excited, Bike. I am pretty excited. All right. Thank you so much for tuning in. This has been the Body Count Report for December the 5th, 2017. Click the link on the screen for a video about the Fulani herdsman and the massacre. And also support the Patreon, especially to get your bonus video. All right, this is Sully. Stay safe.